Peace and balance, Taurus, and welcome to your January 2021 reading. So this reading is going to be specifically for all of my Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venuses. So if your Taurus land in any of this placement, then this reading is going to be for you. Now I'm going to pull out cards to tell me what you're going to be experiencing in your personal, your love, and your business life during this month of January. Alright, so let's see here. So my Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venuses. Okay, personal life reading. Now, all right, so the cards that I pulled, we have the Nine of Swords, the High Priestess, the Four of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. All right. Okay, so with the sword again, I look at it as a protection and something that allows you to fight, you know, and guard yourself. Just same thing as protection, you know. And you can either wound somebody or kill somebody with a sword, right? So here I'm getting like you have 9 swords, right? And as you can see, like you might this a month of January is gonna be a little bit overwhelming for you. You may be going through some personal stuff that maybe you don't have anyone to talk about. You may be crying, you know, maybe sad about something. Maybe you lost something. Maybe you didn't get something that you wanted. Maybe you receive some kind of bad news. But it's something that's putting you in an emotional, you know, like you're feeling really emotional. You know, you're gonna be feeling really emotional during this month, either in the beginning or in the middle, but not that at the end of the month. But like it's gonna be a little bit tough for you to deal with some of the emotion you may be having, right? I'm feeling as though it's something that has to do with your past or something. Maybe something happened in your past life, or maybe somebody from your past is putting you in this space. But I don't know why I'm getting like a past energy. Somebody from the past, or something that happened in the past, you may be reminiscing about it, or somebody put you in this space, you know, that's from the past. Somebody you probably knew for a long time, you know, or for you know, a while now. And it's like you're processing your emotion and you're trying to deal with, you know, how you're feeling internally. And again, like, it's good for you to cry, you know, it's good for you to release that. Crying is the best way to releasing things. So allow yourself to actually cry and let it out, and put down your swords, you know, put down your swords, because you build a lot. It's like even the Aries got this too. It's like you built this wall, you know, not allowing things to come through in your personal space, you know. It's like you're not allowing people in your personal space because of fear, of some kind of fear. What kind of fear? I don't know. Only you know, right? But it's like that wall, or you know, that protection that you're putting in front of you is what is putting you in this space, because now you're feeling alone, you know. It's like you want to have your own space, you want to be alone, but then we are all human. We need some kind of interaction, you know, intimacy, you know, like stuff like that, you know. And it's not bad to want that, you know. But it's like you can't lie to yourself and tell yourself that you want to be alone and everything, because that's exactly the energy you're going to be, you keep bringing forth into your space. you being alone. Towards though, if somebody that's actually right for you or good for you come into your space, you're going to push them away and you're going to end up being alone, you know. So I'm getting like, maybe some of you guys may be blaming other people for why it is that they may not be good enough for you. But it's like everybody that come into your space, you're gonna look at something wrong with them. Like something is gonna be something that you're gonna find is wrong. You're gonna find some kind of excuses so you can put yourself in that alone space. And then you're gonna be complaining about you being in that alone space, and you're not realizing that you're the one putting yourself there. Your mentality, you know. Stop trying to control everything, you know. Some of you guys may be control freaks, so like stop trying to control everything. Stop trying to control how, you know, I don't know, man, whatever it is, but stop trying to have too much control over certain things, because that's exactly the same thing that's keeping you in this space of you and not allowing yourself to experience life, experience the best of the best, you know, or experience something that is good for you, you know, because of you always trying to find something to judge. You know, nobody is perfect. You're not perfect. You know, when it comes to relationship, you have to compromise. You know, I don't believe 50-50 rules. I just know that when you're in a relationship with somebody, you have to compromise certain aspect of you in order to make the relationship work. You know, so that's why it's okay to know, to look at certain things that you may want in somebody, but you're not always going to get everything that you want. You're not always going to get 100% of what you want. You know, you're not going to get a Victoria model who has millions and who can do backflips in the bedroom and who can cook and clean and all that type of shit. You're not going to get that. Okay. You might get a Victoria's Secret who has a lot of money, but has certain nasty qualities too that now you have to, work with, and be able to deal with in order for you to make the relationship work. It's just about how much thing are you willing to deal with that person, but you're not always going to get 100%. So the moment you realize that, the moment you're going to start to actually, just give things a chance and see where it goes, and stop trying to just protect your heart because you've been hurt and you feel as though the next person you're going to be with, you're going to be hurt with, because that's exactly what you projecting out into the reality. That the moment you're with that person, then you're going to start to see things that makes you feel hurt, and then you're going to push them away, and it's going to be the same thing for anybody that comes into your life until you end up being by yourself, until you cease to exist in this realm. So know that you're putting yourself in this space, okay? And then we have the High Priestess. With the High Priestess, it's like you really you spending some time like learning something, or you have a lot of ideas about something, and you in this balanced state to where as though as far as I'm getting this more being focused on the business wise. Maybe you focus a lot on your business, and what you're trying to start for yourself. And you in this space of like working, but also looking, you're working, but you're also looking, that's where the balance is at. It's like you're working, but you're also taking some time to, look at things outside of your workplace. It may not be a lot because you may still be looking and working at the same time. You're not actually taking a break from your work. You're working and you're looking at the same time, and you're gaining some kind of higher knowledge about something, higher wisdom about something. You kind of observing, you're in this space of observing things and just coming up with your own perception on it. And I feel like some of you guys may be judging things, maybe judging somebody right now, or during that time you're gonna be judgmental a lot. Just assessing certain people, certain situation, and I don't know, but you observing things a lot, okay? And then we have the Four of Wands. One is manifestation, one is willing things into existence. So you're trying to willing a new connection. You're trying to build a new connection with somebody, or you're trying to find some kind of connection with someone, It's like you finally deciding to put yourself in a space where you bring forth another energy into your space, whether it be regarding love, business, or actually life in general. But it's like you're allowing somebody in your space now, and you know, that's gonna take you away from any distraction from the world, right? They're gonna put you in this space of, you know, just not being too distracted about the things around you, but you're gonna be focusing on moving forward with that person, because they're walking towards these plants and the city is right behind them. So, and because the city is blue, it's communication. Maybe you communicated with a lot of people, you know, but it wasn't like some kind of connection. You maybe communicated with a lot of people, but it never really that deep connection that you will find with this person that you finally allow in your space. I don't know, maybe for some of you guys. And the person you're going to be bringing in your space has a lot of passion, bringing a lot of passion, right? And you just want to communicate a lot to them. You know, you feel comfortable talking to them about things, you know, and they bring a lot of passion that you admire and that you just fascinated about, you know. But you're walking towards this new beginning with this person, right? And then we have the Ace of Wands again, heavy manifestation, right? You spend a lot of time manifesting things that you want. It's like you spend a lot of time into your thoughts, and you know, just thinking about what it is that you want for yourself, where it is that you see yourself, and you're spending a lot of time, you know, bringing that into existence. Again, I'm getting that you're not always gonna get everything that you want, but will be willing to receive once, you know, certain thing comes into your space that match, that's kind of similar to what it is that you wanted, because you're never gonna get just 100% what you want. Okay, so be on the lookout about anything that you're manifesting. Anything that you're thinking, you're going to be manifesting around this time, is what I'm getting to. So be careful what you're thinking. If you're thinking negative, you're going to attract negative. If you're thinking positive, you're going to attract positive. You know, if you thinking that your business is going to work and you're going to make, you know, like you're going to make some, you know, income from it, you know, then it's going to manifest. You know, but if you're thinking your business is not going to work and you're going to lose money and you're wasting time, that's exactly when you're going to keep attracting just things that put you in a space where you waste more time and you don't actually attract anything. Because again, your energy has to match what it is that you're speaking. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to do this and this is going to work this way and my business is going to work, but internally you're not feeling like that, you know, because life did not start with words. Sound started with the emotion, the feeling, that it became the sound, then it became the word, right? So the feeling that you get first is what is going to be perceived or pushed out into the universe, you know, after the sound and the word, right? So whatever you're feeling, thinking, is what you're going to be manifesting, you know. So keep that in mind, you know. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So some of you guys may be coming into some kind of wealth, maybe gaining a lot of money, you know, or walking towards, it's like money is guiding some of you guys. You're not guiding money, but money is guiding you, and that is not good. You never want things to control you. You want to control things, you know, not people, things. Okay, you want to control certain things, you know, and you want to allow certain things to work for you instead of you working for certain things. You don't want to work for money, right? You don't want to work, you don't want to be, you know, guided by money. You want money to work for you, and you want to guide money into the space that you wish to put it into, or do the thing that you want to do with the money, right? And not just allow the money to make you feel, oh, now you have me, now go buy this, go buy that, go to the strip club, or go do this, or go buy drinks and get fucked up, you know. No, you want to think, oh, I have this money, I want to invest it here, I want to invest it there, I want to save this, you know. Take control over your finances, take control over, you know, like your money and stuff like that, and don't allow it to take control over you, you know, and become and act too impulsively, because now you're receiving this amount of money and now you don't know how to, you know, handle yourself. Because as Taurus, you know, we can be kind of, you know, it's a little hard for us to control our urges when it comes to money. It's like sometimes we tend to put us to utilize the money to get unnecessary things, or you know, not manage it well. So it's like you have to learn how to manage your money better, you know, and invest it in the right things. Okay, so that's what I got on what is going to be taking place mainly in your personal life. Now I'm going to go ahead and do your love reading and what you're going to be experiencing during this month of January regarding your love matters. Oh shoot, I almost wanted to come out. Okay. Okay, Taurus. Now, regarding your love matter during this month of January, we got the 7 of Cups, the 10 discs, flower, and feast. All right, so with the 7 of Cups, right, I'm getting some of you guys, it's like you may want a lot when it comes to love. You have a lot of requirement, and that can be good but also bad at the same time, because it's always good to know what you want in a relationship, you know, in a person, you know, but sometimes what you may want, some of the things you may want may be unrealistic, you know. You may have a lot of expectation, or you may have a lot of requirement, you know. Oh, in order for me to be in a relationship, this person needs to do this, and they can't do this, and they can't do that. And it's like you thinking that way is never gonna help your relationship move in a positive light, you know. I'm getting like, man, you guys have a lot of expectation, man, is what I keep getting. You guys have a lot of expectation. It's like, and for some of you guys, you may not be able to trust some people because you think that the people that come into your life, or that trying to build some kind of relationship with you, are just there for your money, you know, or for what it is that you have. Or you may feel as though, I don't know, for some of you guys, maybe some people were with you because of what you have and not for you, or what you can do for them instead of what you guys can do for each other, you know. And that kind of left you guarded as far as who you will allow in your space. And now it's like you can't allow anybody, because not everybody that you look at, you allow in your space. You still have this doubt, you know, and these memories that keeps popping up and making you mess up the connection that you're building with somebody. It's like the moment you start building a connection with somebody, you now allow your past to come in and destroy that connection, you know, or push you away from that person, you know, because of your fear of being used, of not being valued, and people just valuing the thing that you have, you know, or the things that you do, instead of them valuing you as a person, you know. You guys, for some of you guys, you are probably now coming out of an emotional, like you were deep in your emotion when it comes to love, you know, to where as though, like, you know, when you dip in the water and you up, all you can see is just the water. You can't see what's underneath. So a lot of people were not able to actually push through and understood how you felt, or you never allow anybody to do that. You know, it's like you created this wall, right? Or you went deep into and hide deep in your feelings and allow that to, you know, create this kind of illusion of people looking at you a certain way, or you projecting a certain image to people to look at you the way you want them to, in order for you to protect your heart, you know. And you can't live your whole life like that, you know. That's you operating based on fear, you know. You don't want to experience the same experience that you had before, but you're not understanding that it's all about your mentality, you know. You actually knowing what you want for yourself right now, you know, and allowing that to come into your space, you know, instead of you always, you know, just focusing on what you don't want to happen, because that's exactly what you're going to manifest in your space, what you don't want, you know. You don't want somebody who cheat, you don't want somebody who lies, you don't want somebody who don't see you for who you are, don't accept you, you know. You don't want somebody who just take you for your, the universe is just gonna hear take, abuse, cheat, lie, and that's exactly what you're gonna keep attracting, you know. But if you focus more on what you want, I want somebody to be there for me, I want somebody to love me, I want somebody to you know, be there with me, somebody to value me, somebody who sees me, that's exactly what you're going to be attracting. And once that comes into your space, you have to be willing to compromise with that person, right? Or that person, since this is love matter, you know, you have to be able to willing to compromise with that person and look at the positivity, you know, and work with that, you know, to where as though if you start to notice certain things that you may not like, you know, if it's not something that hurts you as far as physically, you know, or mentally put you in a bad space, not strike you to where as though you get triggered and now you want to run away, because it's like, you know, it's different, you know. It's like you can look at somebody and see, okay, yeah, this person is doing this, or it's like they may be going out a lot and they always come back late, or, you know, even though they may not have a job, or they always out clubbing and stuff like that. And that may be like, maybe someone I was with used to do that. Now, like, it's okay for you to now, like, you know, sit down with that person and let them know that you don't feel, to just being honest with that person about how you feel about what they're doing before you cast any kind of judgment, as far as like you thinking they're doing that just so they can go be with other people or whatever it is, right? Like, it's different, you know. So you have to be willing to actually be open with the person that come into your space, and let your feelings be heard and known, you know, and stop projecting this image of you being this heartless, or this, you know, somebody who's unavailable, or somebody who got it all together and who can never be hurt by any female or by anything in general. And allow yourself to be vulnerable, okay? Because you're not doing that for the person, you're doing that for yourself, you know. Because it's always good to be truthful to yourself and be aware, you know, of how you feel, instead of you lying to yourself, you know, and putting in this fake personality, because you're going to attract people that put in the fake personality also. And at some point, it's not gonna go anywhere, because everybody's being fake, nobody's being honest with the other person, you know. So again, honesty is a big thing, and you having less expectation or less requirement, you know, in order for you to build a better relationship with somebody that may be coming to your space, you know. You actually getting out of your feelings, you know, and allowing the past to hold you back, and you creating a new way for yourself to allow, you know, somebody into your life that you can build a strong foundation with, and you can have a strong connection with, right? And that's what it brings us to the 10 disc, you know, just creating your foundation for yourself, you know, and that's gonna bring a lot of abundance and wealth into your life, because you won't have to worry about anything else but your business. You won't be alone, you know, you won't be too stressed out. All you have to worry about is just your business. You have somebody who's there with you, who cares for you, you know, and you're not alone. You know, you're not alone once you allow this connection to actually like take you further, you know, just creating that foundation for yourself, putting yourself out there, you know, because we all have the possibility of being happy. We all have the possibility of creating heaven for yourself, and we also have the possibility of being unhappy and creating hell for ourselves, you know. So it's all about what you want, and you actually putting in the work into attracting and getting exactly what you want, you know. So I'm getting you having the advantage and the possibility to create this happy start with you in your life, as far as your love, and having a partnership that's gonna last for a long time, and you guys just being in your own space, you know, and just, you know, creating wealth, because this partnership, this connection can bring about a lot of wealth, a lot of success into your life, you know. And you have the support, you know, because it's like it's like kindred heart, kindred spirit, however they call it, you know. It's like you guys can, the person that may come into your life, it's like you guys have a lot of similarity, you have a lot of stuff, abundance, you guys are very like creative. So it's like you coming together, what can come from that but a lot of wealth, because you both are very creative. You both can manifest a lot of things for yourself. So, you know, the joining of that is like more things for you guys, you know. And then there's that connection, that love, that support, that trust, and everything. So it's like, that's your heaven. You want that heaven, you go for it, and stop allowing the past to hold you back from creating this happy start, you know, in your life, you know. And we got to be honest with yourself, the flower. Be honest with yourself, you know. You're not being honest about how you feel. You're not being honest about what's maybe going on in your environment, or what may be going on with you, you know. You have to be honest about yourself. You have to be honest to yourself about like where you at right now and what you want for yourself, you know. Are you seeing the situation for what it is? Are you truly happy where you at? Are you truly happy with what you're doing? You know, like, do you have what it is that you need in order for you to have more success? You know, it's like we may psych ourselves up being in a certain space because we feel comfortable. You know, whether it be a thought, a feeling, or the environment we may be in, we may be so comfortable that we psych ourselves up to just keep us there, you know, because it's a part of you that want to stay there. So that part of you is going to fight hard for you to stay where you at. And you're always going to think like, oh, but because I'm here, because I feel this way, because I think this way, I'm able to do this. But you haven't experienced being somewhere else and seeing the benefit of that. Maybe it's going to allow you to even think bigger, get bigger, experience bigger, you know. But you don't want to start over. You don't want to feel as though you're going to start over. You don't want to feel as though you're going to have to, you know, like, just again, I guess, starting over. Like, you don't want to feel like you're not going to have what you had in the space that you're in right now, whether it be mentally, emotionally, or physically, right? And it's like, of course, you're not going to have the same thing you have in that space, because it's going to be different. It's a different space. But you don't know. You might have more. It's all about your perception, right? But again, you may be in your own way because you're not being honest with yourself about what is actually going on, you know. So be honest with yourself. That's what you're going to spend a lot of time into, trying to be honest with yourself, or actually being honest with yourself as far as where you at and where you would like to be. Whether it be you know, like, maybe if you care about somebody, if you like somebody, but you're telling yourself you don't, and you don't need them, and you whatever, you're going to spend a lot of time be honest about how you're feeling about that person, because again, it's the love matter. You're going to take a lot of time into, you know, being honest with yourself about what you feel, about how you're feeling, you know, or that person, you know, what you want with them, you know. So yeah. And then we have slow down and celebrate yourself, you know. Feast. So with this card I'm getting, you may have a lot of options, like as far as partners. And some things, again, since it has to do with food, right, you can eat a lot of stuff and just be full, and then you get hungry again. It's like whatever you're doing, the people you may be talking to, they're not fulfilling you. It's like, yeah, you have that drive to keep going and eating or talking to them or entertaining them, but it's not fulfilling you. You know, you keep wanting for more, keep wanting for more. You never satisfied. That's because you're eating the wrong thing. You know, you can eat the whole meal, right, and be so satisfied. You're like, yeah, I'm good. You know, what I got right here is good enough for me. I'm good. You know, like that mean like, oh, that person that you see, like that person that you talking to, you know, they may be giving you what it is that you may need. They may be like, you know, the best thing that's for you, or the right thing for you. And it's like every time they're in your space, every time you talk to them, every time you know, it's like they make you feel good. You know, they make you feel fulfilled, you know. Instead of you keep going towards the thing that unfulfills you, you keep wanting for more. And that's like, where are you investing your energy into? You know your worth, know what you want, and get what you want, you know. Otherwise you're gonna keep jumping from people to people to people to people and be unsatisfied and still wonder why you are alone. Because you always want to strive to be the best you, and to have the best, you know, for you, you know. So the moment you know that, you won't just allow anybody into your space. You're going to start to be selective on who you want to invest your time into, to get to know and develop some kind of connection with, you know. But you have to be honest with yourself and take that time to actually do that, you know. It's different if you're not ready. Like, to be like, we're all here as human to experience. Some of us, some men, some women are prostitutes, some men are pimps, whores, or you know, strippers. Some women are strippers or dancers, whatever it's called, right? Some men are just out here sleeping with women, and they have multiple kids, and they end up, if they have a lot of money, right, they end up just being by themselves, dying alone, but having endless kids with endless women, you know, and dying aside, whatever it is. But they can still be satisfied by doing that, because that's the path they chose to live, right? Some women, they can just be out here with just any kind of man, having a lot of kids. They're always taking care of the kids, and end up being by themselves, you know. Or there's different kind of women, different kind of men, different experiences, different walk of life, you know. And that's based on their choices, you know. So again, you have the choice, okay? You have the choice to do whatever you want when it comes to your love. You know, you can talk to 1,000 people, sleep with 1,000 people, have 1,000 babies or not have no babies. You can settle with somebody. You can, you know, whatever it is that you want. Just know your actions, the choices you make, is gonna create outcomes into your life. And it's all about, what are you willing to experience, what are you willing to attract, what are you willing to compromise with, and what are you willing to deal with, you know. Like, so the choice is all on you, you know, because you have a lot of options, you know. But be wary and be honest with yourself about the options that you have, and make the best choice for you. So that's the reading for you. That's it for your love reading. Now we're gonna go ahead and to your business reading. Ooh, okay. Business reading. Business. Okay, so we got sacral chakra, core creation, she the lotus, and full spectrum. So with the sacral chakra card, right, it's like you guys may have a lot of ideas, okay, that you need to bring into life, that you need to give birth to. You can't just keep having these ideas and, you know, have all these talents, you know, and just keep it in the dark, you know. Like, you're wasting you wasting something that can make a mark in the world, you know, or have an influence on other people, you know, in any way, you know, whether it's bringing joy, more knowledge about something, wisdom about something, health, wealth, whatever it may be. But you have ideas that you need to bring out into reality. You can't keep bullshitting, you can't keep procrastinating, and allow yourself to fly, you know, allow those ideas to rise above and be seen, you know, rise above into the light, you know, so it can be witnessed, so it can be illuminated out into the world and affect the people, place, and things that it needs to affect, right? So you need to spend a lot of time creating things, and you know, whatever it is that you create is what is going to allow you to move further into your business, you know. So some of you guys are really talented, have a lot of ideas, or whatever, right? Or you guys may not be aware of that, and you need to tap into your sacral chakra so you can release anything that may be blocking you from actually seeing what you're good at, you know, because maybe you've been observing things in just one perspective and just doing things just one way, and you're not realizing that there are other ways to do things, you know. And you know, you just have to spend a lot of time into coming into that realization of what it is that you're good at, you know, so you can start working on that. Because some of you guys may have, sometimes right now it's like you maybe do something and then you have sometimes, and you maybe don't have much to do with yourself, and it's like you have talents that you're not aware of, or you may be aware of, that you're not entertaining, and those talents alone can bring you wealth, you know, can bring you success, you know. So that you're gonna be figuring out during this month of January. And then with She the Lotus, I'm getting you having a lot, again, like it's like a lot of ideas, a lot of you're gonna be thinking a lot, you know, and all the thoughts that you have are like good ideas. Like you have a lot of good ideas, you know, that you need to just let out, you know, and allow it to just run free, you know, and be part of the world, you know. Don't keep it in your mind. Don't just think about something and just keep it there, you know, because it's gonna overwhelm you at some point, or it's going to manifest into your life into a different situation, you know, that's going to overwhelm you, you know. So take care of your ideas, actually bring it out into fruition, and allow it to just flourish and grow, you know. And then with the full spectrum, it's the same thing for real, but it's like bring all your ideas into alignment, you know, and integrate your ideas into your scheduling. Take the time to work on every single one of your ideas, you know, or take the time to work on one, finish it, work on the other, you know, however long you take, but make sure you take care of your ideas and your creation, and allow it to flourish, allow it to be in alignment with who you are and what you want and what you're doing, you know. Yeah, it's like you need to give birth to your ideas, you know. I think that's what you may be doing during this month of January, just giving birth to your ideas, you know, whether it's you working on a project, you know, it can be art, it can be clothes, it can be anything, you know, but you just putting a lot of time into bringing that into alignment and into fruition, you know, and giving birth to it, basically, you know. Become one with it. So yeah, that's what I got for your business reading. So you're focusing on your creation, and that alone is going to allow you to bring in the success and wealth that you want to have. And just know that things take time. You know, you just need to focus on what you need to do right now, and don't do things with expectation, but just do things because you want to do it. And then everything will align itself, and you will start to see how it flourishes, you know. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and allowing me to bring forth this message. I hope you gain something out of this. And, you know, until next time, you stay at peace and balance always. And always remember to be you and be true to yourself. And until next time, peace.